Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
Who's ready for disclosure? Welcome back, everybody from around the world. Big news, lots of incredible UFO videos all over the planet. But let me tell you, we got a video that's going to blow you away with 5 different sources who captured the same thing in Mexico City, including an interview that the military or the major media doesn't want to touch from the USS Dubuque. A Navy officer explains to us on Third Phase of Moon his encounter while on the battleship on the Pacific coast, including some incredible updates and a major debate with Richard Dolan. The event is just about to happen. Let's just hear from Richard Dolan and we're going to get to the breaking news. Listen up.
Hi, I'm Richard Dolan. Join me on July 3rd for a 4-hour special online event in which I will be discussing and debating everything about UFOs with a couple of controversial guys. These are the Cousins brothers of the channel Third Phase of Moon. Oh yes, I'm diving into that one. Is the current UFO information that's been coming out genuine or is it disinformation? What's up with Lou Elizondo, who I featured as a guest on an event that I recently hosted? Was the Tic Tac UFO something we built or something beyond? And what's the importance of the upcoming UAP Task Force report? Yes, all that and more in the form of a conversation, which will undoubtedly become a debate. Want to know the truth? I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, Richard. We're looking forward to it as well. And let me tell you, when you talk controversial about Third Phase of Moon, you are absolutely right. We're against the grain of the major media. We have our own narrative, and that is the public. So this is exciting, and I'm looking forward to this. We're going to explain at the end of this video about this rumble in the jungle with Richard Dolan. We've got a lot of things to say to him, and he's excited. We're excited, and we're going to tell you how you could watch it. It's going to happen very, very soon, and we're excited that this event is about to happen. And some of these things that we're going to get into, you can't see it on YouTube because there's things we're going over that YouTube won't even allow us to say. That's what's kind of great. But right now, let's get to the breaking news. Check this out.
¿Estás viendo? No sé qué pedo, no enfoca más.
All right. This is incredible. I received an email correspondence in regards to this video that you're looking at right now over Mexico City of what looks to be some kind of orb in the sky reflecting lights on the clouds, and you see these sparkles around it and then makes this immediate maneuver into the clouds and out of sight. What the heck are we looking at? What's amazing is that we have multiple eyewitnesses. We're going to get to this in just a second, but we're looking at this a little closer here. And if this event is real and what happened over Mexico, the world news needs to look at this very closely because, again, we're talking about multiple correspondents, and I want to thank everybody for joining us in this live premiere. We've got a lot of stuff, a lot of multiple witnesses coming in regards to this footage. I want to bring in my brother Brent. What's your thoughts here?
Yeah, we're just getting started, guys. We got so much, and let's just go over this first angle right here. You could hear the person's curiosity, what she's witnessing, and you see this kind of like you could almost see a tadpole with a tail kind of streaming through the sky, and then you can see it highlighting the clouds as it's going along its path, and then these kind of orbs of light kind of sprinkle all around it, and it shoots straight up into the hemisphere. What in the world's going on? What I'm really convinced about this is that we have multiple angles from 5 different sources that confirm what's really going on right now. This is great. I just love this capture. It's in the perfect time of day. You could see the sun was just going down. I think we got a timestamp on that and everything else. And it's just a perfect capture during this amazing event.
Yeah, I love it. The eyewitness captured it, held the camera pretty steady, I'd have to say. And when you have this moment in time to capture something as extraordinary as what we're looking at right now, it says a lot. I have to give Jan a lot of credit for having a really good eye, a good hand in sending this to us. And Jan says there's even more of this stuff that was captured by a security camera. Watch this. So there it is, guys. We got the timestamp and a second camera apparently shot on a security camera over the skies of Mexico. We're looking at the light coming in, and then has the same mannerisms as what we just saw in the first clip. Again, this is kind of real-time breaking news. Me and Brandon are just flowing with what we're looking at. I put this footage on the timeline, and we're doing this in real time, looking over what we just put on our channel right now, sharing it with you, and I'm so glad we are doing it. And again, a second source. We have the camera and giving us the time, and we're looking at this object coming in from the top left-hand corner. It looks very similar to the first one. Brent, what do you make of this?
Well, that's the best part. Again, we have multiple witnesses and collaboration with people that capture this in certain areas around Mexico City, and then you can see this thing going behind the telephone lines and then shoots up. Again, we're looking at this stuff with a keen eye. And are we looking at something that's coordinated as maybe a hoax, or is this something that's totally legit? We're going through the evidence, and that's what we do right now. And let's see with the other videos that come in if they match up the same quality. Again, people are bringing in multiple eyewitnesses. This email came in and they had a whole bunch of links, and this was even shared on Japan News and everything else that's going to be coming up next.
Absolutely, Brent. You're exactly right, because the multiple sources is leading me to believe that this could be genuine, or it could be a collaborative of some kind of massive hoax. But what's really cool is that, again, we have multiple eyewitnesses, multiple videos, and this was captured by a person on TikTok, and she's filming herself doing some dance maneuvers, and check this out.
Subí un video el otro día y me empezaron a comentar un buen que se ve como una luz, que la verdad yo ni siquiera me había fijado, pero neta sí se ve súper raro, vean esto. Está muy raro eso.
She doesn't know what she captured, and that's what's pretty cool. You know, these TikTok videos, you know, people get in front of the camera, do their maneuvers, but then they sometimes capture things in the background, and that's what we're looking at right now. Really cool stuff. Now we have a third party involved, capturing the same thing in the sky over Mexico. What the heck's going on, guys? This is getting stranger and stranger by the second, because with the multiple videos, and we even have another one coming up, but this one's coming in from TikTok. Brent, your thoughts here?
Yeah, she seems very genuine, the way she's just kind of explaining herself.
So let's get to this. We have a live performer doing a live stream, and the same thing is captured. This is incredible. We're looking at it even closer, and this thing comes from behind the building, having the same characteristics, hits up into the sky. It almost reminds me of the Jerusalem, Israel sighting, of that kind of caliber. And if it is indeed fact where all these people are involved, well, that would be interesting if it is a massive hoax. But this is kind of making it even harder to have all these people involved capturing the same anomaly at the same time. And if they don't know each other, then I got to fill in this is genuine. But again, we're wondering what the heck's going on. We want more videos. We need to listen to the people, and hopefully we get more videos coming in right here at Third Phase Moon if you captured this event. Right now we're seeing multiple people that have captured this, and it looks very similar to what's going on with all the other three videos. This is the third, and this is crazy. Brent, your thoughts?
Yeah, we're going to bring up a collage of all the videos where we're going to compare everything in real time, and that's going to be very cool. I'm just wondering, again, some of these people that are actually capturing it seems to be artists, people that want to perform, and who knows if there's a connection there. I'm just throwing it out there. What we really need is people that have seen this from the buildings right in that general area. Now let's bring up this side-by-side collage effort right here.
So it took a little work. I had to match it up, all 4 angles and different sightings, and I think they're all spot on. They're exactly on time here. This is pretty cool stuff when you have the side-by-side comparisons of all 4 references to this phenomenon that was captured. This is what it's all about. We need this kind of collaboration, and right now you're looking at it. What's going on over Mexico City? I don't think this was a meteorite. I don't think this was some kind of drone or an airplane or anything like this out of control. You can see that tadpole tail behind it and all the frames and all the videos. You see the sparks around it. This is the stuff we want to see right here at Third Phase of Moon, and the clarity, the different angles coming in from all over the place. This is the most important thing.
Again, just a framing of everything happening in real time. You can see it was captured all in the same day. The lighting seems to match, and that's important right there. And whatever this thing is, if it's indeed real, this is a phenomenon that needs to be shared throughout the world and needs to be looked into further. And here's more reports from Japan. They even covered this as well, covering this musical artist that was just doing a live stream and then captured the UFO itself. This is good stuff. I just want more. I think we all want more. We just want to see the crystal clarity of this thing up close.
You know, the footage that we're looking at is very, very clear. I'd have to say I've never seen something so clear. That's what's interesting about this video, and I'm hoping it's real. We have the security cam footage along with these TikTok and musician people that are capturing it. Why aren't other countries getting involved? So far, Japan, Mexico, they're talking about it. Why don't you see this in the major news? That's what's kind of crazy, or at least let's find out what's going on. And that's why we're asking everybody for your help. If you know anything about these videos, this is something we want to know. We want that information. And we want to thank Jan, who shared this, Jan Escobar, who shared this really cool information. And other countries are reaching out to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. That's really important. If we don't get the information from the people out there across the world, you're not going to see it. But we're seeing this, and whatever was captured is incredible. Now, let's get to this. You've heard of military personnel in the major news, but you haven't heard the Third Phase of Moon interview with James from the USS Dubuque, who told us about his incredible encounter while aboard a battleship off the Pacific coast of something out of this world, and multiple eyewitnesses experienced it. Listen up to this. Hey James, thanks for joining us right here at Third Phase Moon. I would like to get into detail of what happened aboard the Navy vessel right here off the Pacific.
So it was early autumn of '86, and my ship was the USS Dubuque. It was home ported in Sasebo, Japan, and we were out of Sasebo bound towards the South China Sea.
Could you go more in depth on the description of what you experienced that night?
Well, what we used to do is, after watches, eve watches, that ended about 10, 11 at night, we'd go above decks outside the ship, which we weren't even really supposed to, and we do exercise. We do a workout. And often we'd stargaze, because a ship at sea, a Navy ship at sea at the time, runs completely darkened, and you can have a great view of the sky. And what happened one night is I looked up and I saw what appeared to be a star at first, a bright star, but then it started moving in these incredible, flying across the horizon from one end to the other, and doing these figure-8 patterns and circles, and it was just, never seen anything like it.
Okay, so while you witnessed this, what was your reaction to what you witnessed? What was your prior thought of UFOs, and what did you do immediately after this sighting?
I had absolutely no belief in them whatsoever. I was baffled by what I was looking at. At first I thought perhaps it was a firefly above my head, but then I realized we were 2, 3, 4 days at sea in the middle of the ocean, and what I was looking at was very high up in altitude. And when I saw the motions it was making, I realized it had to be traveling at tens of thousands of miles an hour. It was faster than anything I'd ever seen, faster than even a meteorite.
Tell us about these angles that this unidentified object was, how it maneuvered.
It was, first it kind of rocketed back and forth, and then it started doing almost like an infinity pattern, if you will. Then there was some circles involved, and it moved crazily across the sky.
What was the response from your fellow shipmates to this experience you just had, and did they witness it themselves?
What I did is I went up to what was known as the 04 level, and that's where the lookouts were on the signal bridge. And I asked the guy on watch if he could see what I was seeing. I thought maybe I was seeing things, and he saw it too. But to my surprise, he wasn't really interested in it so much. He said, oh, maybe it's a shooting star or something, and that didn't make any sense to me because it was just going back and forth. But he was totally disinterested in it. I was very surprised. Well, later in the week, I came across a message while working in the document destruction room of all places, and I saw that it was a report that had been forwarded from the Japanese self-defense force, air self-defense force, and they had been chasing a UFO off the coast of Japan, and they had some radar locks on it, and the report had specific information that they had targeted it with their radar. They hadn't apparently gotten very close to it, but they had radar confirmation of what they were chasing.
As far as the UFO phenomenon, what is your opinion on what the military knows?
In my opinion, the military knows quite a bit about what's going on. I don't think my sighting was the only one. I think our involvement, or the military's involvement, it goes beyond what most people can even imagine. It kind of scares me, to be honest with you.
What's crazy is that this story we broke on Third Phase of Moon 7 years ago, and nobody picked up on it. Maybe, just maybe now, the Congress might want to wake up, listen to the people in regards to some of the information. This is our goal. Now, we have this big debate coming up with Richard Dolan. We told you in the beginning of the program, we have a major event coming up with the man himself. Friends or correspondence with Louis Elizondo? We're not exactly sure. We want to pick his brain in regards to where his thoughts are. He called this controversial, but everybody in this field, I'd have to say, is slightly controversial, dealing with this fact that these UAPs is what we hear in the major media is a national security threat. Well, we're going to discuss all this stuff with Richard Dolan and Darcy Weir, who's going to be dropping a brand new documentary for your eyes only, who comes to the Rumble. Check this out.
Yes, all that and more in the form of a conversation, which will undoubtedly become a debate. Want to know the truth? I'm looking forward to it. This event will also feature filmmaker Darcy Weir, who's going to give a first viewing of his new film, Secret Space UFOs Part 1. It's good. Afterward, we're going to have an extended discussion of what we all think is going on with that. How advanced is our own secret space program? Are there ETs out there? And so on. So, July 3rd, on Eventbrite, 4 hours. Should be informative and quite possibly entertaining.
Hi, Darcy Weir here. Documentary filmmaker, researcher, and disclosure activist on the UFO topic. I'm excited to be taking part in this event as well coming up. I'm going to be showing my latest film, and I will also be running the stream and moderating the discussion between the famous YouTubers Blake and Brent Cousins from Third Phase of Moon, and historian and well-educated man on the UFO topic, Richard Dolan.
So exciting times right here at Third Phase of Moon. Go check out the link in the description to join this huge rumble in the jungle, debate, whatever you call it, conversation. And we're going to be asking Richard Dolan big questions. The link is below in this live kind of thing that we've never done here before at Third Phase Moon. Richard Dolan invited us. We said, hey, why not? Let's do this. Because we have a lot of viewpoints and we want to get Richard's viewpoint. So if you want to join this special debate, this discussion, again, check out the link below. You know, some of these pay-per-view things, they kind of go up in a high level. We wanted to bring it down to an affordable cost. Some of these things go for $150, $120, even $85. We brought it down to, I don't know, approximately $30. It's their platform. We said, hey, let's get it so people could watch this stuff. So there it is, guys. It's going to be an exciting event coming up. We're going to be discussing with Dolan shortly after the Congress drop and what's going to be disclosed, what we're going to find out. So buckle up for that. And on tomorrow's episode, we're going to be speaking to the public, getting their reaction to what you just watched over Mexico. We'll see everybody real soon. And thanks everybody for joining us in this live premiere. You guys be safe out there. We'll see you next time.